Sample problem on closed rotating vessels. So this is under sa topic natin sa hydraulics na relative equilibrium of liquid masses. So last time nagbigay tayo ng sample problems on open rotating vessels or open cylindrical vessels. Ngayon naman closed rotating vessels. So medyo magkaiba yung approach natin for solving closed rotating vessels. So basahin lang natin yung sample problem natin. So we have a closed cylindrical vessel has the following dimensions as shown dito sa figure natin. So discuss natin ito mamaya. It is filled with water to a depth of 3 meters and rotated about its own vertical axis at a constant speed of 10 radians per second. Determine the pressure at the middle and circumference at the bottom of the vessel if the air inside the vessel has a pressure of 100 kilopascal. So ito yung isa sa pinaka difference ng closed saka open na rotating vessel. Sa open na rotating vessel kasi kapag hindi siya fully filled ng liquid, walang pressure dito, no? Kasi open na siya sa atmosphere, so that's a zero gauge pressure. Pero ngayon dahil closed yung cylindrical vessel natin, your tank, meron na siyang pressure kasi merong pressure yung air pushing dun sa surrounding na walls ng tangke. Okay? So, yun yung isa sa mga kaibahan dito. Ito yung figure natin. These are the dimensions. We have the height of the tank is or the vessel is 4 meters and then 2 meters yung diameter niya. Ibig sabihin yung radius natin dito is 1 meter lang. And then, yung height ng liquid or water, no, is 3 meters. Tapos, meron kang height din ng air na 1 meters. Ito yung figure natin sa right side, no? Kung i-rotate natin siya sa vertical axis, no, which is yung black na line na to, at constant angular speed na 10 radians per second. So ito yung mapo-form natin na paraboloid na assuming na ganito yung magiging itsura niya, hindi siya lalagpas or hindi rin siya magta-touch dito sa bottom, ganito lang, no, within lang dito sa vessel natin. So i-check natin yan mamaya pagkuha natin dito sa value ng H. Okay, so solution natin, let P1 equals the pressure at bottom center and let P2 equals the pressure at bottom circumference. So, dalawa kasi yung pinapahanap sa atin, no? Yung pressure at the middle and pressure at the circumference or sa gilid nung cylindrical vessel natin. So, ito yun. Merong green dito ng mga points. So, we have pressure 2. Same lang yan dito sa dalawang gilid na yan, no? That's the circumference kasi cylinder yung vessel natin, no? And then, we have P1 is at the middle, no? Middle bottom or center ng bottom ng cylindrical vessel natin. So, ito yung mga equations natin para makuha yung pressure 1 and pressure 2. Pressure 1, syempre, ito yung P1, no? Yung point na to na nasa middle dito sa bottom. So, ang gagawin natin dito, i-adapt lang natin yung pressure ng air dito sa space na to plus yung pressure ng liquid column na nandito, no? So, that's unit weight times height lang, no? So, you have pressure ng air plus unit weight times height, which is yung height natin is equivalent sa Y1. So, ito yung equation natin, no? P air plus unit weight Y1. So, again, no, yung pressure natin dito is just application lang siya ng hydrostatic pressure na equation natin na previous na mga topics natin, no? And then, of course, yung pressure to natin at the circumference is just equivalent dun sa pressure ng column ng liquid na to, no? Galing dito sa projected natin na line, papunta dito sa pinaka-bottom. Again, i-adapt natin yung pressure ng air. Kasi, syempre, hindi siya open sa atmosphere. So, laging merong presence ng pressure ng air dito sa loob ng cylindrical vessel natin. So, laging merong additional na pressure dulot nung pressure exerted by the air to the walls of the vessel. So, P2 equals P air plus unit weight Y2, which is yung Y2 again is yung height ng dito sa projected natin na height ng paraboloid papunta dun sa pinaka bottom. Okay? So, una natin gawin is i-check natin or kunin natin yung value ng H, which is makukuha lang natin dito, no, sa equation na to. Ito rin yung equation na ginagamit natin for open cylindrical vessels, no? Rotating open cylindrical vessels. So, we have W squared R squared over 2G. W natin dito is the angular speed, no? Constant angular speed. That's 10 radians per second as given. Radius natin is 1 meter kasi 2 meters yung diameter natin. And then, you have the acceleration due to gravity. That's 9.81. So, i-confirm lang natin yung sagot natin dito, no? That's 10 squared times 1 divided by 2 times 9.81. So, that's 5.09 or ginawa na natin siyang 5.1 meters. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung height dito is equivalent to 1 half h. At tapos yung height naman dito, that's equivalent to 1 half h. So, kukunin natin yung 1 half h, which is just 2.55. Dito tayo sa calculator na para ma-confirm lang. 5.1 divided by 2. That's 2.55. Ibig sabihin nun, yung allowance natin na 1 meter dito sa space natin dito, no, hindi siya kasya, no, dito sa 2.55 meters. Ibig sabihin, lalagpas talaga siya, no. So, galing dito sa broken line natin, that's the original na water surface natin, papunta dun sa taas, that's actually equivalent to 2.55. So, ibig sabihin, lalagpas siya dito sa 1 meter. So, meron talaga siyang overlap dito, no? Or projected na line kung saan yung maximum na height ng paraboloid natin, no? Okay, so establish na natin yan, no? And then, if this is 2.55, tapos meron tayong original na height na 3 meters, so therefore, hindi na siya aabot dito sa pinaka-bottom talaga ng cylindrical vessel. Because again, 2.55 is less than your 3 meters. Okay? So, yun lang yung kailangan nating malaman dito, no? So, okay na talaga itong assumption natin na ganito talaga. Hindi siya susobra dito sa baba or hindi rin siya pupunta dito sa bottom yung paraboloid natin. Okay? So, for finding the pressure, kailangan natin kunin si Y1. Kasi kung i-check natin ulit dito yung equations natin, yung P-air, this is given, no? So, i-check na natin yan. Dalawang P-air yan, given. That's 100 kilopascals. Tapos, unit weight, of course, standard na yan for water. That's 9.81 kilonewton per cubic meter. Check din yan, no? So, ang ano lang matitira talaga dito is you have Y1 and then Y2, okay? So, yung una natin kunin dito is yung Y1. So, dito sa figure natin, makukuha natin si Y1 as the difference lang, no? We have 4 meters minus your value ng Y equals the Y1. So, ito yung equation natin, no? Y1 equals 4 meters minus Y. So, saan ba natin kunin si Y? Dito sa concept na to, no? That the volume of air final equals volume of air initial. So, alalahanin natin to, no? Kasi lagi natin magagamit to pag closed na cylindrical vessels yung isosolve natin, no? Ang meaning lang naman nito, hindi mababawasan yung volume ng air before and after rotation kasi wala namang matatapon dito na fluids. Ibig sabihin, yung na-occupy ng air dito na space or yung volume is just equivalent pa rin dito sa na-occupy na volume dito sa paraboloid. So, volume cylinder is just equivalent dun sa volume ng paraboloid na form. So, we have this equation na volume air final equals volume air na initial. So, yung volume air natin na final is of course, no, describe siya by a paraboloid. So, yung volume natin for paraboloid is 1/2 pi x squared. So, yung x natin is yung radius and then y is the height from the bottom. So, ito yan, no? Kasi hindi naman natin alam yung dimension nito. So, x lang yung nilagay natin. Tapos, yung vertical na dimension niya is y. So, that's 1/2 pi x squared times y. So, ganyan lang yung equation ng paraboloid. Tapos, ito naman, volume lang ng cylinder yan, pi r squared d. Or d natin is 1 meter. Nagamit na kasi yung mga y dito tsaka h. So, ginawa na lang natin d, no? So, pi r squared d. So, parang ganito lang yan, no? Pag i-drawing natin, meron tayong volume ng paraboloid, no? Ganito, no? So, this one, ito yung axis niya, no? So, this one is the radius. Ito naman, ito yung height. So, ang volume nito is 1/2 pi r squared h. Tapos, meron tayong cylinder. Ito yun, no? Yung cylinder na yan, ganyan. Ito yung original na space niya. So, you have A. And then, ito yung height, which is D yung nalagay natin na variable, no? So, we have volume equals A times D, wherein yung A natin is just area lang ng circle, which is pi r squared, okay? So, ito na yung magiging equation natin. Magkakancel dyan yung dalawang pi. So, yung equation natin, marireduce siya sa 1/2 x squared y. Yung r natin is 1 meter, d is 1 meter, so 1 lang to lahat, no? So, therefore, ililipat natin yung 2, at saka yung y sa denominator, magiging x squared equals 2 over y. So, ito na yung equation 1 natin. And then, gagamitin din natin yung squared property ng parabola, no, para makagawa tayo ng additional na equation. So, we have x squared y or x squared over y equals r squared over y. Parang similar triangles lang yan, pero parabola ngayon yung ginagamit natin. So, bali, itong partner na to, si x siya kasi y. Tapos, x squared lang kasi open yung parabola natin along the vertical axis. Bali, sa parabola natin, dalawang values ng x for a single value ng y. So, we have x squared over y is just equivalent dito sa r squared over h na mas mahabang vertical na dimension. So, ganun na lang, no? X squared over y equals r squared over h. Review nyo lang yung mga property natin ng parabola kasi lagi natin magagamit yan dito sa rotating vessels, okay? I-simplify lang natin para makuha natin yung equation din for x squared para pwede natin i-substitute mamaya dito sa equation 1. So, x squared equals r squared y over h kasi ililipat lang natin dito yung y, tapos yun na, no? And then substitute natin yung radius na 1 meter, tapos yung h na nakuha natin kanina, which is 5.1 meters. And then, susunod natin yung 1 square divided by 5.1 para ma-confirm lang. So, that's 1 divided by 5.1. 0.196 or that's round off natin, 0.2. So, yun yung equation 2 natin. Substitute natin yung equation 2 to equation 1. So, we have 0.2y equals 2 over y. Tapos, lipat natin yung y dito, no? Y squared equals 2 divided by 0.2, makukuha natin si y as 3.16. Confirm lang natin. So that's a square root of 2 divided by 0.2. That's 3.16. Okay? So mas na-confirm natin talaga na hindi siya aabot dun sa bottom, no, ng vessel natin kasi less than yung y, which is 3.16 meters dun sa 4 meters, no. So ito yung y, which is 3.16 lang, hindi siya abot dito hanggang sa 4 meters, which is the total height ng vessel natin. Okay? So therefore, yung y1 natin is just equivalent to 4 minus 3.16 based on sa figure natin, no. So i-confirm lang natin yung value, 4 minus 3.16, that's 0.84. And then, meron na tayong y1, no? Tapos, si y2 naman, madali lang, no? So, si y2, para makuha natin si y2, i-adapt lang natin si h saka si y1. So, this is equation for y2. h plus y1. Based lang dito sa figure natin, y1 plus h or h plus y1. Tapos, substitute lang natin, no? Si h is 5.1 meters. Tapos si y1 yung nakuha natin kanina is 0.84. So i-adapt lang natin. So 0.84 plus 5.1, that's 5.94. So meron na tayong y1 and y2. So pwede natin isolve yung pressure 1 and pressure 2. So therefore dito we have is equivalent to 100 kilopascals plus unit weight gamitin natin is 9.81 para kilonewton na siya. Kilopascals na din yung lalabas, no? And then we have y1 is equivalent to 0.84 meters. That's equivalent to, this calculator natin. So 9.81 times 0.84 plus 100. That's 108.24. So 108.24 kilopascals. Tapos dito naman sa baba, we have 100 kilopascals plus, same pa rin na unit weight, no? 9.81 kilonewton per cubic meter times yung y2 natin na 5.94 meters. That's equivalent to 9.81 times 5.94 plus 100. That's 158.27 kilopascals. Okay? So, check lang natin yung units natin na magkakancel to. Tapos ito, dalawa na lang matira, no? M squared na lang. So, that's kilonewton per square meter. That's kilopascals, no? Same pa rin dito sa kabila, no? Okay. So, I think ganito lang, no? Ganito lang yung pag-solve natin for closed cylindrical vessel. So, may mga cases din na, no? Yung na-mention natin kanina, na pwedeng lumagpas dito yung paraboloid sa baba or pwede rin na ganito lang, no? Or pwede rin dito sa taas, no? Depende lang dun sa, depende lang dun sa depth ng liquid and depende dun sa revolution din, no? Kung mas mabilis, syempre, yung revolutions per minute or radians per second, syempre, mas tataas yung h kasi yung h is a function of the angular speed. So, mas malaki yung W, mas malaki din yung h. At saka, of course, yung radius din. Pag mas malaki yung radius, mas malaki din yung value ng h. Okay? So, I think yun na yun, no? Para sa sample problem na to. And yun, check nyo lang yung mga sample problems natin on open cylindrical vessels. Nandito din sa channel natin, no? Sa playlist ng hydraulics. And yun, kung hindi masyadong, may mga hindi masyadong klaro dun sa discussion natin, paki-comment na lang, no? Medyo mahaba-haba yung solution natin for close rotating vessels, so marami kailangan i-consider. And yun, comment lang para i-address natin. And thank you again for watching and see you sa mga next sample problems natin. Thank you.